myself as a oversized whale.
This side is really bad, dude.
I just hate my body.
An inspiration to over 1 million viewers per episode, TLC's My 600 Pound Life tells the story of individuals desperately trying to take control of their lives and eating habits. The docuseries stars Dr. Younan Nowzaradan, also known as Dr. Now, a gastric bypass surgeon who performs procedures on the show, which follows a year in the lives of patients battling with obesity. Over its lifetime, the show's participants have experienced extreme medical complications, lost their marriages, and even passed away post-surgery. But is that really surprising considering the fact Dr. Now takes on patients who are turned away by other doctors due to their weight? Many of the guests would have never been given the opportunity to receive help if not for the controversial show. Is My 600 Pound Life a shining example of triumph and inspiration, or does it take too many risks for the sake of ratings? Today, we are taking a look at hidden secrets of My 600 Pound Life. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new about your favorite show, click that like and subscribe. With all that being said, let's jump right into the video. The saying, "It's not what you eat, it's what's eating you," is an applicable adage for the stars of My 600 Pound Life. In its earlier seasons, the show didn't provide much in the way of therapy, but later seasons emphasize its importance. Without this tool, many participants have a hard time reining in their emotions and improving their habits. For example, Kirsten Perez was raped as a teen, something she blamed herself for. She wasn't doing well in losing weight even after the gastric bypass surgery. Finally, Dr. Now ordered her therapy, refusing to treat her anymore if she didn't go. Kirsten went to a therapist who told her, "You have written a narrative in your mind where you're just as culpable as the perpetrators." She told her to let go of such responsibility and said that it's important that you skew your thinking toward the positive. Kirsten took it to heart and lost 170 pounds by the time the show was over, something that pleasantly surprised her family.
First time I ever used cocaine. I don't really remember a lot, but multiple guys took turns. And after that's when I started not caring about a lot of stuff.
While the primary goal for stars on My 600 Pound Life is to qualify for weight loss surgery and shed pounds via diet and exercise, gastric bypasses and gastric sleeves aren't the only surgeries that Dr. Now's patients receive. That's because there are a host of other health issues that many of these individuals are dealing with, and sometimes going under the knife is the solution. For example, Season 4 star Ashley Dunn Bratcher had to have emergency surgery to remove her gallbladder due to the presence of gallstones. And Bratcher's fellow Season 4 castmate Brittany Fulfer had skin removed from her abdomen, arms, and legs as the excess was preventing her from being active and in some cases was painful. Finally, a few of the stars of My 600 Pound Life also hope to qualify for gender confirmation surgery as they are transgender. That was the case for Season 3 cast member Che Guillory, who came out in her follow-up episode. However, Dr. Now doesn't perform those surgeries. A specialist is needed.
I hate my life. I'm 23 years old, and I can hardly take care of myself anymore.
When the COVID-19 pandemic became a serious concern, the CDC issued guidelines to slow the spread of the novel coronavirus. That included advising folks to follow social distancing measures and telling people with compromised immune systems to stay home for their own safety. However, despite those recommendations, The Hollywood Reporter broke the news that My 600 Pound Life reportedly continued to film until March 26, 2020. This is especially concerning as many of the members of the My 600 Pound Life cast are particularly vulnerable due to their health issues and presumably weren't comfortable filming during a pandemic. It's super dangerous, and none of us wants to be the person who gives it to the cast member, a source told the publication. They also said crew members continue to work as they were afraid of losing their jobs, even though they might catch and spread the virus while filming. Megalomedia, the company that produces My 600 Pound Life, told The Hollywood Reporter that they'd stopped filming, as they'd apparently begun complying with government guidelines. The health and safety of Megalomedia's show's participants and employees is always our top priority now more than ever, they said.
Not a pain or life I wish on anyone, because I can't do anything. I can't do anything for anyone, especially myself. So I am completely dependent upon my fiance, Catherine.
Viewers of My 600 Pound Life can tell you that many of the show's stars turn their life around for the better. However, that hasn't stopped people from criticizing My 600 Pound Life for some pretty significant reasons. For one, some say that the show is guilty of perpetuating fat phobia and profiting off of the exploitation of larger people with significant trauma. That includes social justice writer Derek Clifton, who voiced their criticism of TLC in an opinion piece for NBC News. The network's approach to entertainment seems often to embrace the presumption that fat is inherently precarious and undesirable, and yet also worthy of constant surveillance, they wrote. Fat people are curiosities to be probed and displayed for non-fat people. While it can be argued that My 600 Pound Life has certainly been more compassionate than shows like The Biggest Loser, as well as more medically safe, the show could do better, says author Roxane Gay. I assure you that there are many fat people in the world, and their stories deserve to be told in a way that's not as exploitive as My 600 Pound Life, which I hate watch, she told Vogue.
And once and for all, you will have all the proof you need that your weight gain isn't magic or water, it's Lisa.
Plenty of My 600 Pound Life stars have publicly sang the praises of Dr. Now for his life-saving help, but that hasn't always been the case for the company that produces the show, Megalomedia, which has come under fire on more than one occasion. Amber Rockty has criticized the production company, saying that Megalomedia bullied her and didn't respect her boundaries. By late April 2020, no fewer than 10 cast members of My 600 Pound Life had filed lawsuits against Megalomedia for a variety of reasons. For example, Alicia Kurgan became the 10th person to sue the production company, alleging that they didn't provide her with adequate mental health counseling, according to Starcasm. Additionally, she claimed that they promised to pay her for medical costs related to surgery and later went back on their deal, something many of the other cast members have also claimed. Other lawsuits have accused Megalomedia of fraud, gross negligence, and threatening to withhold payment for surgery if they didn't get footage that they wanted, as noted by Starcasm.
You are bringing the food, you're helping him to kill him, so why are you doing that?
Because if I don't bring it to him, I will pay hell all the rest of the day.
Justin Asante has spoken about the downsides of My 600 Pound Life. In addition to coping with the hardships of losing an extreme amount of weight, participants also have to sign their lives away and unfortunately end up being ridiculed by people on the internet. I would rather seek out options before signing the rights away to my name, my life, etc., he wrote on Reddit. I went from no one knowing I existed to being harassed all day on social media, my business, and phone calls. I wouldn't do it again. Unfortunately, once the show is done filming, very limited assistance is given to the previous stars of the show. Participants on the show are also allegedly given extra money for shower scenes on the show, which many of them partake in due to needing the extra financial assistance. These embarrassing and very intimate moments are caught on film for millions to see. Fortunately, some of the stars use the embarrassment and helps motivate them to keep the weight off.
Prisoner in my body. It hurts. I hate it.
Thanks for sticking around and taking a look at our list of hidden secrets of my 600-pound life. If you liked the video or learned something new about your favorite hit show, go ahead and click that like and subscribe so you'll never miss any more content just like this. From everyone here at the channel, we'll see you next time.